This book is not going to leave you feeling happy or lighthearted, but it deserves to be read. Hey everyone, my name is Meera. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to review the book Goat Days by Benjamin. This book has also been adapted to a film which is called Aadu Jeevitham, and I believe it's going to release soon. I have earlier read another title called Jasmine Days by the same author and I really enjoyed it. So I knew I had to pick this up, and once again I was not disappointed. I'll be leaving a link to the video review of Jasmine Days in the description and in the cards in case you're interested. In this book, we read about a man named Najib who is from Kerala. He leaves his family, his hometown behind to go and work in Saudi Arabia in order to earn a better living. When he reaches there, he realizes that his dreams and aspirations have been in vain as he gets thrust into a life of servitude, working as a goat herd in the unforgiving Saudi deserts. Having no knowledge of the country, its language, its culture, nor having any connections there, Najib finds himself all alone and quite trapped, unable to get out of the ill-fated circumstance that has befallen him. This book won the 2009 Kerala Sahitya Academy Award, and based on the author's note, I think it's based on a true story, which makes it all the more horrifying and heartrending. This story is not told in an entirely chronological or linear manner. It's split into a few sections. So the first section sort of tells us what's going on in the present, and then through flashbacks we come to learn how Najib got this opportunity, how he makes his way to Saudi, and what happens thereafter. The book has been written in first person narrative, so it's like the narrator is directly talking to you, which really serves the purpose and it tugs at your heartstrings. There are moments when his narration is colored by his knowledge of what happens later, so we get this sense of foreboding, and that really adds to the reading experience. There aren't a lot of dialogues in the book. It's mostly a monologue because there aren't many characters. It is just Najib recounting his life experiences. There are a few Arabic words that are used in the storytelling, and they are not very directly translated, but for the most part you get a gist of what he's trying to say, and there also comes a point wherein he provides an explanation for the words and so on. You will make sense of it when you read the book. If you are inherently a very sensitive person, you might be a lot more affected by the content of this book, the depiction of cruelty and such. Some of the themes that have been touched upon are hardships, mental trauma, captivity, religion, human endurance, resilience, etc. One constant throughout the storytelling is the narrator's sort of faith in God. We get to see how in times of difficulty, in times of obstacles to survival, our relationship with God, our faith in God sort of goes through a tangent of different changes. There are times when Najib accepts his circumstances as being God's will. There are times when he is absolutely frustrated that God is not doing anything to help him out. Cultural alienation is also another theme that is very much prevalent in this book. Despite not knowing the language, despite nobody understanding him, Najib adapts to the surroundings quite quickly, which shows his willingness to do whatever it takes in order to survive, in order to make his circumstances a little bit better. Talking about characters, there are very few characters in this book, as I earlier mentioned. Najib is the main character. Then there's also the Arab who is keeping him imprisoned. Two of his other acquaintances also are part of the book, Hamid and Hakim, but they don't hold as much of a consequential role in the book. It's mainly just Najib narrating his experiences throughout. Najib's character arc definitely goes through some ups and downs. We get to see how instinctual humans are and how easily their perceptions can change when their survival is questioned. There's definitely a difference between who Najib is in the beginning and who he becomes towards the end of it. When he lands in Saudi and he is being taken away by this Arab, he can't believe his luck that this opportunity has landed. But once things start becoming clear to him and he realizes what a situation he's been put in, he's just trying to justify his employer's actions because he finds it so difficult to believe that any human would subject another to such cruelty. Then there comes a point in time when his hope and faith in humanity is so broken, and I just felt so bad reading it. Through the role that these characters play in the story, we get to see how morality is not something that's just black or white. Over the course of the story, some of them become morally grey characters. There's a sense of innocence that permeates the writing, a straightforward manner in which Najib is beseeching to whoever is listening to his story. There is so much more than meets the eye to the Gulf experience, and this story is a prime example of how some migrant workers get treated and how their lives appear to be dispensable to those in power. I rated Good Days by Benjamin 5 out of 5 stars, and I highly recommend that you pick it up. This was originally written in Malayalam, so if you are also looking for a translated title to read, I would definitely suggest that you pick this up. It's easily become one of my favorite reads of 2020, and I can't wait to see what the movie looks like when it comes out. There were many times in this book when I felt so sad that my eyes would well up. There are moments when you will be inspired and awestruck by the strength that Najib displays, how he keeps persisting. There are moments when certain characters come into his life just to help him out, and there are happy tears involved as well. It's just been written really well, and I hope and I wish that you pick this up. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon in another video. Bye.